All right, so let me ask you another one. We talked about in the green room. You've been sharing a lot of your yoga practice, which I um, just think is amazing because I've been practicing yoga for at least 22 years, Bikram hot yoga, and I've used it from when I broke my shoulder. I used it in recovery. My doctor said there's no way like you're getting your arm above like here, like over my shoulder. I have full mobility of my
That's
arm.
great.
And a lot of it came from just having done yoga and being able to stretch before, and then just continuously, like I would put a stick in my mouth and just do what I needed to do from PT side. But I think, and then I just started in, once I could go into yoga again, I started doing it a lot. So tell me about your practice. And then, and the reason I also bring this thing up is because if there's anyone listening who goes to TA and HR events, I want to build a yoga community within TA. And when you're going to these events, it used to be we go out for drinks and everything at night, and yeah, that's fun. But I'd rather get up in the morning and do a yoga class with people at the conferences. And I don't know if they've ever had them before, but I'm on this kind of drive to figure out who's doing it, what are they doing, and just find like where I know we're both going to Sherm Talent in Vegas. And I think it would just be great to be able to just say, hey, we just need a room
Yeah.
with, and we can find a local instructor, and I don't know if it's 5 of us or 20 or 50, I don't care, whatever, to do a yoga class. That would be just so cool.
We can do our own yoga class.
Yeah. Yeah.
We're teachers. We can
Yeah.
teach. So I've been doing yoga for, and I haven't been like, it's not always consistent. So I'm just going to say
Yeah.
I've been doing yoga since I was 23 years old, off and on. But when I came out of like during the pandemic, I really had time to think about what I wanted for myself and what I wanted the future to look like coming back to the world. And to really thought about when things were going well for me. And that's when I had a regular yoga practice and I was less stressed and just more familiar with who I am and more in tune into my own personal thoughts and needs. And so when we came out of the pandemic, it was like mid 2020, or as soon as we opened, I immediately went to the only place that was open, which at the time was like private Pilates,
Yeah.
because the studios weren't even open. So I
Yep.
started that. And then later that year, a studio opened here in Austin that was hot yoga. And at first, we were in hot yoga, 100
in,
degrees, with our
in
masks on
Texas. Yeah.
in Texas, doing yoga. And I have been doing a daily yoga practice for almost 4 years. I think the most important thing is just to start and then just
Yeah.
listen to your body. When I first started going to the hot yoga studio here in Austin, I could only do 50% of the class.
Oh yeah.
And that was enough for me. We're all starting from somewhere. You don't have to be somebody who can go upside down and do all these crazy yoga poses. All you have to do is get in there and move. And
Yep.
so that's why I want to talk more about yoga and meditation and what's working for me, because it's helping me create space and boundaries for myself. And I really feel very strongly that the HR and TK community needs that right now. I want
Yep.
PA and HR leaders to be able to say, absolutely not. I draw the line here. These are the boundaries that I need in order to be successful, like not only as a TA or HR leader, but as a human being.
Yep.
And I think a lot of us are already right now at the point of burnout. Let's start focusing on taking care of ourselves, even just a little bit. Now, we shouldn't be waiting. But it took me a long time to get to that place where I was focused on myself. Being somebody who has been considered plus size and trying to go into yoga for myself was really challenging. And I feel like there's a lot of petite young people that are very good at yoga. And so I talk about it a lot online about my own experience being like plus size, mid size doing yoga, because I feel like it's for anyone. And I want people to know that there are people maybe like them or of a different size or a different body type that are practicing. So maybe they would feel comfortable to come to class. So I'm always in the front of the room. I do my own yoga my own way. And I'm just happy to support me and then be with other people who are of the same kind of like vibration and thought